As the death toll from the devastating 7.8 magnitude earthquake in Turkey and Syria passes 24,000, a lucky few are still being pulled alive from under the rubble. For the second time in less than a week, the U.S. government shot down a high-altitude object flying over Alaska. Moscow launched a massive wave of strikes hitting multiple cities across Ukraine, one day after Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to Europe. Search and rescue teams continue working around the clock in Turkey and in Syria as the death toll has now passed 24,000. 5 days after the devastating 7.8 magnitude earthquake, a lucky few are still being pulled alive from underneath the rubble, like in Kahramanmaraş on Friday.
We pulled out a man named Hussein. He was 65 years old. And he told us that he heard voices. And we penetrated the additional room and we didn't find anyone. But we decided to return to this building again. Maybe he was right. So it was not so close, but we found two women.
But these miraculous stories of survival are becoming fewer and fewer as the hours go by, and a grim reality is starting to set in for those alive. More than 900,000 are in urgent need of shelter, according to the UN. The U.S. military shot down a second high-altitude object in American airspace, this time off the coast of Alaska on Friday. The White House said it was posing a reasonable threat to civilian flights.
So I can confirm that the department...
It is still unclear where this object came from, but it was approximately the size of a small car.
We don't understand the full purpose. We don't have any information that would confirm a stated purpose for this object. We do expect to be able to recover the debris since it fell not only within our territorial space, but on what we believe is frozen water. So a recovery effort will be made.
This comes after a Chinese surveillance balloon was shot down last week, raising security concerns and a fierce political blowback against the Biden administration. Russia bombarded Ukraine in a large-scale attack on Friday, hitting several cities, including Kyiv, forcing residents to take cover in underground metro stations. The strikes happened just one day after the Ukrainian president visited several European countries, lobbying for long-range weapons.
Друге, що важливо, було в цьому тижні наш дипломатичний марафон. Лондон, Париж, Брюссель. Всюди я говорив цими днями про те, як посилити наших воїнів. Є дуже важливі домовленості, і ми отримали хороші сигнали.
Kyiv says it's already submitted a request for F-16 fighter jets from the Netherlands. However, Switzerland has rejected a request from Spain to allow exports of Swiss-made anti-aircraft guns to Ukraine. Moldovan President Maia Sandu has nominated Defense Advisor Dorin Recen to become the country's prime minister following the resignation of the previous government. The announcement comes after former Prime Minister Natalia Gavrilita resigned on Friday, 18 months into a tenure tested by the war in neighboring Ukraine. Recen is a 48-year-old pro-EU supporter who served as Interior Minister between 2012 and 2015. He'll have 15 days to form a new government to present to Parliament for a vote.
Tensions are mounting in Jerusalem following a mass shooting that left at least 2 dead, including a 6-year-old Israeli boy. 5 others were injured. The alleged perpetrator, a Palestinian citizen, was immediately shot dead by security forces. The attack, which took place in the vicinity of a Jewish settlement, comes amid escalating tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. At the start of the year, sectarian violence has left more than 40 people dead, the overwhelming majority of them Palestinians.